By this stage, Bryony has arrived back at her parents' house. She tentatively approaches her parents' property. It's dawn light. She wipes the tears and blood from her face. She reaches the front door of her house, then hesitates, then goes back round to the back door of her house, and then sneaks in. Now inside Bryony's parents' house, she's tiptoeing up the hallway towards the stairs. Then Bryony's father steps out of the living room into the dim half-light of the hallway, a Bible in his hand.
Where have you been? You look like...
Can we talk later?
No, we can't. Kate said you abandoned him. What's going on, Bryony?
Bryony stares at her father. He studies her, suspicion etched on his face. He holds a Bible opened at a certain passage.
And the dogs shall eat Jezebel in the portion of Jezreel, and there shall be none to bury her.
Case a frickin' liar.
Bryony looks at her father, then walks up the stairs towards her bedroom.
We'll discuss this later.
He clutches his Bible close to his chest. Up in her bedroom, Bryony sits in the bed. She then grabs a bag from her wardrobe and begins to pack essential clothes and footwear. She zips the bag up and then puts it under her bed. She then pauses, looks out at the window, then lies back in her bed and her eyes close. The next day, it's Sunday lunch. The atmosphere is tense in Bryony's parents' house at the dining table. Bryony's mother turns to her.
So, by way of reparation for your waywardness, you'll help me out at the coffee mornings for the next month.
Bryony looks at her food, picking at it, nodding and eating it. On screen, a news report shows a reporter standing in the same quiet rural roadway that Bryony and Anthony had driven down the night before. The reporter stands beside a uniformed police spokesman. It's Alan, the RUC Special Patrol Group officer we had previously seen cleaning up the scene of Anthony's murder. The news reporter says,
"An IRA van containing bomb-making material was intercepted in Armagh. Police have confirmed that one terrorist was killed in the incident. The investigation is ongoing."
Bryony stiffens as she recognises the scene. The very road where Anthony was killed the night before. Her father's eyes narrow as he looks at the TV.
That's one less of them. Good riddance and burn in hell.
Bryony clenches her jaw. Her knuckles tense around her. Her mother notices the change in her demeanour.
What's wrong?
Unable to contain her emotions, Bryony abruptly slams down her cutlery and pushes the chair back. The legs screech on the wooden floor. She storms out of the dining room, leaving her parents exchanging puzzling glances at each other. Now, up in her bedroom, Bryony slams the door of her bedroom. She collapses on the bed, breathing heavily. She stares at the ceiling, her body shaking with suppressed rage. Her father.
Back to the table.
Bryony sits in the bed, breathing steadily, and she glances across the room. Her coat hangs on a hook on the wardrobe. Then back down in the dining room, Bryony's father continues eating, but her mother has lost all appetite.
We need to find out where she was and who she was with.
Then, out in the hallway, they see Bryony rushing down the stairs, wearing her coat and clutching the bag that she'd packed earlier. Her parents hear her and rush out to stop her. She walks directly past her father, who watches her with suspicion.
Where do you think you're going?
Bryony ignores him and heads directly for the front door. Her father tries to block her.
You are up to something, and you need to tell us what it is.
I'm getting out of here.
Listen to this one.
Bryony steps forward, her voice trembling but resolute.
As far away from you as I can.
You are not too young to get belted. Such a disrespectful daughter.
Bryony's father then grabs her coat and tries to yank it off her, trying to pull it off her shoulders. Bryony instinctively reacts and instantly pulls out Albert's revolver that was in the jacket. She points it at her father. Her hand is steady, despite the tension in her body. Her mother freezes, her eyes wide open. Bryony's father stares at the gun. His voice drops into a stunned whisper.
Where did you get that?
Stand back, or I'll shoot you. I've done it before.
Her father doesn't move. But then he sees something in her eyes, something hardened, unrecognizable. Something has changed with his daughter. He steps aside, lowers his head.
Sit down in there.
Bryony motions towards the living room with the gun. Bryony's father hesitates, glancing at his wife. He looks stunned.
Go on. Get in there with your little Bible. It's all you're good for. This is all your fault.
Please, what is my fault?
Fucking work it out. Get in there.
Father swallows hard, his eyes welling with tears. Slowly, he steps into the living room. Bryony watches him disappear into the room, then glances up at her mother, who turns away, avoiding her gaze. Bryony opens the front door, steps out, and closes it quietly behind her. The house is silent, but the silence at the start of time. Nothing but the slow tick-tock of the hallway clock is heard. Inside the living room of the house, Bryony's father sits down, his shoulders slumped. He looks bewildered. Bryony's mother looks at him with disdain, then turns away. We then cut to a new scene. We hear the gentle lapping of waves and the distant sound of seagulls. An expanse of sea and grey sky stretch to the horizon. In the distance, we see a ship's funnel rising, then slowly the rest of the ship as it appears over the horizon. We then see Pier Head and the distinctive Liverpool waterfront. Passengers disembark from the ferry. We zero in on one of the passengers. It's Bryony, clutching her bag. She looks around, wide-eyed and cautious in this new land. She approaches a ferry worker and asks for directions. He points in a certain direction. She walks, but before she goes there, she stops at the edge of the quay, then turns around and looks back over the sea towards Ireland. We see on her face a mix of sadness, determination that reflects what she has left behind. Then she turns, a new look on her face, and merges into the anonymity of the crowd of disembarking passengers. The camera pulls back to reveal the Liverpool waterfront and the Liver building standing tall against the skyline. The movie fades to black. End credits.